What is up, guys? Cal Proline Junk Removal. Right now I just pulled up to a job. We've been at this house before. We've done a couple of junk removal jobs here. And yeah, I'll show you guys what we got. This is gonna be a pretty big job. So we got the roll-off trailer right here. And thank God none of this stone we were touching. But for the first pile, we're gonna get this junk pile removed right here. So just the junk right here, pretty much this circle we're gonna throw up into the dumpster, and this will be the first pile. So we have this pile outside, we have another one outside, and then we have an outdoor patio set that's upstairs on their balcony, and then we have two bunk beds inside, as well as another king-size mattress and bed frame. So we definitely have our work cut out for us. Let's get started. That's some poop. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff in here. Oh, hello, bud. We're almost done with this pile. There's just so much like little tedious things to grab. Oh, look at that. There's a snake in here. It's a rattlesnake. So there's a rattlesnake and a lizard in there. Let's see if the snake came out. There we go. Look at that. Man, that's the biggest snake I've ever seen on a job. That's pretty cool, actually. Alright guys, here's how we're looking right now. As you can tell, there's still a whole bunch of packing peanuts everywhere, and that's why it's looking a little messy, but all the actual trash we got, obviously except for the packing peanuts Like I said, all these bricks, all that is staying. They're gonna reuse that at some point, so we were just mainly here for this little pile. So yeah, this pile is done for now. Alright, so the next pile we're gonna have is back here, and it's right there. But here's the second pile. So what I'm gonna do is get a bucket and get all the small pieces loaded up so I don't have to grab them piece by piece. Alright guys, so what I'm gonna do is all these small little pieces I'm gonna put in here, and then all the long boards, I'll just carry those by hand. Alright guys, I'm gonna finish up doing that pile in the backyard, and once I finish that, I'll show you guys that. And once I finish that, I'll show you guys that pile removed, and then I'll start being able to work on the inside. Alright guys, so we got this section removed right here. Everything's gone, and the only thing left in the backyard I need to grab is this pallet, so I'm gonna grab that right now. Alright, this is all the stuff from the backyard, so now I'm going to get it thrown up in there so we can finally start working on the stuff inside. Now that we got everything outside done, I can finally show you guys what we need to get from the inside. It's got a little lazy river right here. It's pretty cool. Obviously there's no water, but this pool is absolutely massive. So this is the outdoor furniture set I'm about to grab right now. So I'll show you guys the remaining stuff. Obviously we have that patio set I'm about to get. We have this headboard, and the side piece right there we need to grab. The mattress we need to grab. Both the box springs we need to grab. This wooden piece right here we need to grab. And I'll show you guys this room. So in this room it's gonna be a lot. We have both these bunk beds, so we have 4 mattresses total, and then we need to take apart both these bunk beds so we can get it out of here. But all this is metal, so I will be recycling all of these. Alright guys, so what I'm gonna do real quick, I'm gonna get all this furniture from the outdoor patio pulled out, and then once I get it outside, I'll start recording some other things. But just so I don't make this video too long and drag it out, I'm just gonna go ahead and get this pulled out, and then I'll start recording again. Alright guys, let's get these pillows thrown up. Not off to a good start. Whoops. So I'm gonna do everything that I just pulled out, I'm gonna get it next to the dumpster, but I'm gonna put these in last because these are metal. So when I get home, I can recycle all these. All right. Let's keep going. All right, this shouldn't be too difficult to take apart, but I'm gonna be disassembling both these bunk beds and hauling off the mattresses and box springs. Yeah, new blade.
That's crazy how
Just how fast it
smooth it
goes.
was,
Yeah. Yeah, usually reciprocating saws, they're not like that. They're kind of bounce around, stuff like that. Can finally get the frame out of here. Here we go, finally. Got the bunk beds fully disassembled. Now I just need to take out the remaining pieces of the bunk beds and I'll be good. So I'm gonna go ahead, get everything outside. All right guys, here we go. All done. That mattress is staying. So yeah, we're finally done. Alright guys, this is everything pulled out. So we have about 6 mattresses and box springs combined right here, and a couple headboards, and then right here is everything we just took apart a second ago, as well as these super thin box springs, a cat tower, a half chair. So that's everything right here. Then over here we still need to load these outdoor furniture pieces. I just cut that pallet in half, so I'm going to put that up there on the top. And this trash can's mine, so that's not garbage. I'll be pulling that out, and this is how we're looking so far. So probably still have about roughly half. It's obviously not stacked like it looks like it's half, but I think I still have about half room just because of the incline it's at. It just looks like I've probably a little less than half now I'm looking at it, but that's the room we have to work with. So I'm gonna do everything in that pile up there. I'm gonna go ahead and drag out up here, and then once I get it all up here, I will go ahead and record me loading it up. Just got everything pulled over. Now I'm gonna go ahead, get this loaded up. We got 2 more box springs, those little ones, and we could finally start working on the metal and get on out of here. Alright guys, just got all the metal pulled up, so everything over there is gone. The only thing I have to load is these metal furniture pieces and everything we see in front of me. So the metal pile, I'm going to put that up against that wall right there, and then the remaining space we have, I'm going to use it for these items right here. So let's get this done with. Alright guys, everything is finally loaded in. This took way longer than I expected. The only thing I have to load is this right here, but this is my personal stuff, so I'm not going to be putting it in the dump trailer. I'll put this in the bed of my truck, but all the junk has been removed. All the metal, all the junk, got everything in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and go home and unload this. shutting the doors on a big job has got to be the best feeling ever. Let's get out of here. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. That was a long day. That was a long day right there. Yeah, definitely some unexpected things happened. Just, yeah, today's over with. It's done. Just dropped off the trailer. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, eat some pizza, and call it a day. So if you guys made it this far, I appreciate you guys watching, and come back in the next one.